Imagine you're in a reality show and you're locked in a hotel room and some random guy on the internet promises you 250,000 yuan to just sit there and do absolutely nothing. No blinking sideways, no scratching, no breathing funny. Sounds like a dream for introverts and a nightmare for anybody with an overreactive bladder. But don't get me wrong, this isn't a productivity retreat. This is Squid Game meets Airbnb. Except instead of dying, you just go bankrupt from service fees. So what even is this? Introducing the Chinese Self-Discipline Challenge. Just pay a small registration fee of 9,000 yuan and we'll just throw you locked in a hotel room with nothing but your thoughts, a camera, and a rule book. This whole thing started on Douyin. Of course, right? Where influencers advertise life-changing self-improvement challenges. The catch? You get money if you survive being monitored 24/7 under rules stricter than a boarding Catholic school. Prize pool: 300,000 yuan to 600,000 yuan. In reality, you pay 6,000 to 8,000 yuan just to enter, then get eliminated immediately for sneezing too enthusiastically. So yes, you pay thousands to suffer in solitude, while someone else watches you like a zoo animal, judging your entire existence based on how long it takes for you to poop. The idea is simple: no voices, no smoking, no snacks, no tech, no contact, no soul. You are allowed to use your phone for 12 minutes a day, which is just enough time to realize you're getting scammed. If I'm being honest, 12 minutes is a bit absurd. Like nowadays with doom scrolling and the dopamine receptors being absolutely fried, they should just lower it to 3 minutes. Step out of the frame of the camera for more than 3 seconds, disqualified. Take a long bathroom break, you're out. Use the alarm clock more than twice? How dare you? This isn't a detox. This is a full-blown surveillance kink disguised as self-improvement. So, what happens if you dare sign up? Let's meet our cast of unfortunate souls. Mr. Zhang, a man from Baoji, stumbled across a live stream advertising self-discipline experience. Enticed by promises of rich rewards, he signed a 26-day contract and paid 6,900 yuan, and he was disqualified after a couple hours in because his face was blocked when he rubbed his eyes. Imagine losing 7 grand because your pillow committed face obstruction. That's the most expensive nap in human history, which means his face left the frame for more than 3 seconds. Boom, gone. Game over. Organizers cited this as a violation of face cannot leave camera for more than 3 seconds and eliminated him. And God forbid your shirt goes up even a little bit. The organizers are gonna deem it as nudity. But mama didn't raise no quitter. Mr. Zhang paid another 6,900 yuan and tried again, only to be eliminated for briefly obscuring his face while making his bed. After a third attempt, this time targeting a shorter 10-day challenge, he failed again because he left the monitored area to pick up some items. Eventually, the only discipline left was how many times he could get robbed without quitting. In total, he spent more than 20,400 yuan and got nothing but frustration. Eventually, he sued the organizing company because nothing says personal growth like needing a lawyer after a mindfulness retreat. Court documents later revealed that the contract had more than a dozen of prohibited rules, such as organizers could just add any obstacles during the challenge at their own will. Because apparently, the ultimate test of self-discipline is whether you can sleep like a mannequin without adjusting your clothes. Some contracts literally let the organizers tempt the participants with cigarettes, alcohol, like it's a saw trap. Oh no, you touched the bottle. I guess you lose 9,000 yuan. Thanks for playing. Now here are your options. And it's never just one try. By controlling both the rules and the enforcement, the organizers ensure success is almost impossible. Participants rarely see promised money. The only winner here is the organizers collecting the fees. It shows how easily these challenges become an endless cycle of failure and debt. Organizers enforce inhumane rules, which leads to encouraging repeat attempts by refunding or slightly reducing requirements. And they even provide a list of loan apps to help participants finance their next try. Now, with our most extreme victim, Mr. Zhang number 2, I'm seeing a pattern here. This time, a man from Shanghai who attempted a 35-day challenge, not once, not twice, but 10 freaking times. He had to outdo Mr. Zhang number 1 somehow. Drawn in by a contract promising 400,000 yuan if he made it to the 35-day mark, and also 180,000 yuan if he made it to the 22-day mark. He paid 9,000 yuan upfront. Rookie numbers. But he didn't even survive the first day because he left his backpack on a sofa rather than in a designated blind spot. The organizers declared him in breach and kept his fee. Unfazed, he kept signing up. Instead of running away like any sane human being, he said, okay. I think I just got unlucky there on the first try. Second time's a charm. Third time's a charm. But the rules he encountered this time were Olympic level difficulty. You must always face the camera. Turn your back or cover your face for more than 3 seconds and you're out. You can plug in or plug out your phone only once every 24 hours. But the single permitted phone session must only occur between 10 p.m. and 11 p.m. If you touch it at 10:05 p.m. one night and 10:04 p.m. the next, it's a violation. Bathroom visits are unlimited, but each trip must only be 15 minutes, and you must face the camera for at least 10 seconds. Any exposure of gunner material or your privates, including briefly lifting your shirt, and God forbid even touching your own thigh when adjusting your pants, is all grounds for elimination. At another venue, he was penalized for removing his glasses because the organizer interpreted it as taking off clothing broadly. I didn't even know you could conduct wardrobe misconduct. After failing 7 times in Chengdu and 3 more times in Harbin, he has spent nearly 100,000 yuan on just registration fees and air tickets. Only then, which is what could have been a down payment on a house, did he consult a lawyer and realize this was all a scam. But honestly, Zhang isn't alone. This whole scheme is designed as a rigged slot machine. You lose, you blame luck. You try again, you lose harder. But the diamonds are just at the end of the tunnel. Meanwhile, the house always wins. So why are people signing up for this? They're marketed as a shortcut to freedom. Pay 8,000 yuan, suffer in silence for a month, and boom, you're debt free. And most of these participants, they're not influencers. They're manual labor workers, unemployed workers, middle-aged men, people who've hit rock bottom and are desperately clinging on to anything that looks like a ladder. And the real puppet master behind this? Douyin. These self-discipline challenges only exploded because short-form video rewards pain. Douyin doesn't require companies to get permission before live streaming, so sketchy organizers can just run wild. And while China's internet regulators have been criticizing this, ByteDance, Douyin's parent company, has strangely stayed quiet. I wonder why. Some families even encourage their relatives to try. Mr. Zhang's family only admitted that the rules sound impossible after he already spent his life savings. But there are some heroes like Li Jiming who fought back. After failing twice, he called the police, sued, and won a refund. Then he spent his free time warning others in Douyin comment sections, like a survivor living to tell the tale, only to get flooded with DMs asking how to sign up. Guys. And the regulators were like, yeah, this is definitely illegal. A court in Shandong province ruled that one of the contracts violated public order and morals and forced the organizers to refund 5,400 yuan. The court basically said, this isn't self-discipline, it's a slot machine with surveillance. And no, you can't fine people for putting a pillow over their face. Even after losing the case, the companies tried to appeal, because nothing says we respect the law by trying to immediately dodge it again. So to this day, the companies are trying to just rebrand the same exploitative format, but just in new names, like consulting packages, wellness retreats, and my personal favorite, food and lodging bundles, aka the IKEA jail experience. They'll tell you, oh, you can bring a lawyer to the contract signing, but won't give you any proof that someone actually got paid. But sometimes you just gotta risk it all. Go big or go home. Except there won't be a home. In all honesty, just turn off your phone, go take a walk, set a goal, maybe try a productivity app that doesn't involve surveillance contracts. Stay disciplined, stay skeptical, and if you're ever offered 400,000 yuan to sit quietly in a room for 35 days, take it or leave it.